Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be watching the final episode of Season 2, Episode 8 of the House of Dragons. House of the Dragon is what it's called, but I call it House of Dragons. What I want from this, I don't think there's going to be a resolution. I just don't think so. I think there has to be a Season 3. Like, there's no way they can finish everything up in one episode, right? But I also feel like the show could have easily done 10 episodes this season. You know, I don't feel like it was drawn out or anything. You know, I feel like they could have made it 10 episodes. Unfortunately, it's only 8, which is concerning because that's why I'm wondering if maybe it's canceled. And I'll find out as soon as this episode's over. I will Google away and look it up. I just didn't want to get any spoilers for any of the episodes, so I've been hesitant to Google things. But I wouldn't be surprised if they canceled the show just due to the fact that they did an 8-episode season, because they did that with Game of Thrones, where, you know, it was always 10 episodes and then all of a sudden it was 8 and then it was 5, you know, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm speculating, but hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, either way, we'll find out here today. Today, we're going to go ahead and watch this episode. Queen's got, I wouldn't say she necessarily has the upper hand per se, but she definitely has a fighting chance now, which is good. My argument, though, as we saw in the last episode, the end of the last episode, you know, her new riders, that's what they are. They're new riders. So, yeah, I mean, the dragon, I'm sure, can still fight, but can the rider even stay on? I mean, you know, like, they're really new at this, so I just don't know. I don't know if they're ready to go to war. You know, hopefully there will be some fighting and stuff, and hopefully we get some sort of a resolution, but I wouldn't be surprised if it stretches out for another season. Because I don't see them wrapping everything up in one episode, you know? So, yeah, I'm yawning already. No, I'm good. It's middle of the afternoon. I just might have to get some more coffee and then continue onward, but I didn't want to get too hyped up on the caffeine. So, anyways, without further ado, let's just jump into this. House of the Dragon.
A fleet of warships, then. Sailing at your command, they would break the blockade and hold the passage.
Very well. The Prince Regent may have me hanged for this.
With the armada we send now, you can topple the Prince Regent and sit the Iron Throne yourself.
Wow, okay. Making moves, the Lannisters are. Wow, okay. Alright. Gonna clear out that blockade. We'll see if it goes their way or not. I don't know. We'll see.
I will not sail with a man who cannot best me.
Huh.
At what?
Okay, well that could be fun. I don't think he knows what he's getting himself into, though. I don't think he knows. I mean, I don't know this character. Maybe she's not as... I mean, heck, though. If all the pirates, if they won't fight unless she's in charge, she's got to be pretty good at whatever she does, you know? Leading and fighting and all that, so... Cool. Best of luck, Mr. Lannister. On to the dragons. What city did he burn? What city did he burn? He really likes burning things. I think he likes the power, you know? He feels so powerful. I think that's what he likes. Power's gone right to his head for sure. For sure.
The Pretender has found 3 new riders for her dragons.
That's impossible.
Your brother thought the same. He flew to challenge her and was rebuffed. Fled in terror, from what I hear.
He deserves no less.
Be that as it may, he has gone in fury to Sharp Point and laid waste to the whole of the town.
Fucking mad cunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
She really did it then.
No kidding. No kidding. It's crazy. Crazy. Power went to him. Got to his head. He just wanted to go watch the world burn. Crazy. Crazy stuff.
You're not alone.
My cock is destroyed. Did they tell you that?
It's interesting. The cock part. He is healing quite well, though. I am surprised at how well he's healing. You know? Still, I'm sure it's still very painful, and getting used to the new way you look would be very difficult for sure. So I can kind of understand why he doesn't want to run and hide, because, you know, who knows how long you'd be in hiding for. I mean, hopefully he'd still be able to recover some in hiding and gather his strength up. But if his dragon is dead, which I think he clearly stated, I mean, he just said it was, so I know initially they weren't sure if his dragon was, or no, I think his dragon was always dead. It was him. We weren't sure how he was going to do. No, the dragon, I swear the dragon was still alive at that point when he fell initially. I'm trying to think back. But I thought they took the dragon in to see if they could have it recover or whatever. But regardless, it's not in fighting form, whether it's dead or alive. But, I mean, according to the king, it's dead. So that's unfortunate. So he's, you know, he didn't even have a dragon to ride. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I get he doesn't want to hide. He probably just wants to finish out his life, you know, fighting for his throne and all that. But, I mean, because if he runs, his brother's going to take charge. More so than what he already has. I mean, his brother's already in charge, but I don't know. I just don't know if that's the right answer. We'll have to see what he does, though.
My mother is the queen.
Dragon riders, both. You and I. Cut from the same cloth.
It's a sacred inheritance of which you know nothing. I will see you hanged and your body fed to the dogs in the street.
I meant no disrespect, my prince.
I mean, I feel like the prince is a little bit like just trying to shove his weight around, show him who's boss. I mean, I know he's really mad that they brought in bastards to be dragon riders, but he's a bastard himself. Sort of. I mean, not really, because it was his mom. It wasn't his dad. You know what I mean? But he doesn't have his dad's blood. He has his mom's blood. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Like, I think his father, I don't think he was a Targaryen, is what I'm saying. But his mother is. So it's different for these gentlemen because more than likely their father's the Targaryen and their mother was not. But from my understanding of what we've heard so far. But regardless, yeah, the guy's goofball. You know, he likes to goof around, drink and have fun. You know, but the prince, he's not being very nice. You know, he's trying to assert dominance, and it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, he's a little kid. You know, I feel like he's being a little aggressive. Not a little aggressive. I feel like he's being really aggressive, and I'm not really here for it. Yeah, he's not second in charge, but he's the next in line for the throne. after Rhaenyra. But, you know, he's acting more like the Greens. You know? He's acting more like that, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess, I don't know. It's whatever. It's whatever. I just, you know, I would be a little taken aback by his attitude if I was a new dragon rider and this is how he acts. I mean, that's just not somebody I'd want to follow.
But there are battles to be fought. And in times like this... Did you hear something?
This place will have you barking at the moon.
While you have mustered an army, Rhaenyra has faltered. Turning aside from our judgment and taking a course I myself deem reckless.
Rhaenyra will chart her own course.
Is a king.
Dang. Funny. Rhaenyra sends him to find out what Daemon's thoughts are, and he's trying to convince Daemon to not fall under Rhaenyra. So it's really up in Daemon's hands, you know. I don't know what he's going to decide to do. But yeah, this guy himself is a traitor.
Why does everybody hate us?
They're unhappy. And unhappy people look for someone to hate.
Oh, she came back. Okay. I thought she was going to stay gone. But no. She went back to the kingdom. Well, good for her. Good for her. Sorry, I have some withdrawal. That's why I'm eating candy.
Just going to bed.
The crown has need of your service.
Now.
The pretenders raise new riders against us, and we must answer in kind. I need you to fly with Dreamfire to battle.
Aemond.
I do not wish to fight.
Our wishes must take second place now to what is necessary to preserve the throne.
I won't burn anyone.
It isn't a question.
They have defiled our birthright, made commoners into dragon lords. It is a sin no longer our rule that is threatened. Our very lives, would you not have us prevail?
Not like this.
Jeez. That's crazy. He's gonna make her go fight. She don't want to burn anyone. She said so herself. I mean, I get, you know, it's got to be all hands on deck, you know. There ain't no way he can do it all on his own. But, you know, he's destructive. I wouldn't mind watching him go up in flames, because honestly, we don't need that kind of leader. We don't need that negativity in our life. Down with the Greens.
Perhaps they do. Or perhaps all men are corrupt. And true honor is a mist.
No.
That melts in the morning.
That is...
Nope. Not all men are corrupt. Not all men. Come on, Cole. Don't lower yourself to that level. You can be better yourself. Be a man of honor. Wow. He is getting beat up. He's getting beat up. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily want to do that. Fighting in that mud. I bet part of it's poop. I doubt it's just straight mud mixed with poop. I don't know why I'm stuck on that, but it's just gross. It's gross, and he's getting manhandled and beat up.
have impressed me, Lord Timon. King's Landing has sent a most doughty ambassador.
I hope you will testify to the worth of the ambassador by agreeing to his most humble request.
I will most certainly consider it.
Ah.
What do you take me for? A jest? Come.
Oh, jeez. Well, good for him. He was finally able to get some hits in, just when she didn't expect it, though. Good for him.
Many days afore you get some more, so grease the mast and send it up betwixt the wind and water.
It was terrible.
Hoist me, lads, and hoist again. Salute the captain's daughter.
It was pitiful. I could do a better job than that. Holy cow. That was terrible. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Good he's making friends with them, though. They could easily kill him. I mean, he's so outnumbered.
Good song! Well delivered!
It's
virility. I wish to have children by you.
Oh.
You want me to?
Indeed. I want you to fuck my wives.
How many wives do you have?
Because she did say plural. She didn't leave it at one. Jeez. Interesting. Yeah. Pirates. I like pirates. Cool. What are you up to, Rhaenyra?
And end this war. Learn your beasts and your commands. You will fly in 2 days' time.
Oh, snap.
The strongholds of the usurper, Old Town and Lannisport, and their armies, all must be subdued. Alone without allies, you will have no choice but to surrender.
You wish for us to kill innocents?
And so many.
It is hard, but it cannot be helped.
To see which one of us is a coward.
Jeez. Jeez. Yeah, we've had this before, though, in Game of Thrones. Where going and killing the innocent... I don't know. I mean, I agree she's got to strike, but... Wouldn't it be better just to kill soldiers, enemy soldiers, and... leave the people out of it? I mean, I don't know. I agree with the new writers that they don't think it's the best decision or the best idea. I don't know. We'll see. I really don't think this is going to wrap up, though. I think we're going to be left on a cliffhanger because we've got 47 minutes left, and some of that's the behind the scenes. So I really don't think we're going to get to have a ending, unfortunately.
More of these little birds.
A knight will comport himself with grace at the Queen's table.
Best make me a knight, then.
You forget yourself.
Damon?
The Castellan, Sir Simon Strong. Damon has raised his army, but Sir Simon fears treachery.
I will not allow it.
So, yes, this is a delayed reaction, but basically she heard from the person that she sent that Damon raised an army, But he's claiming Daemon's raising it for himself, when reality is he's the one that asked. Was it a lure? Is he trying to lure Rhaenyra out? So then, what? He can kill her and let Daemon rule? I guess I'm not understanding. I'm not following the storyline here. I'm not sure I'm following.
Sister, we share the same blood, you and I. I know you wish no harm to anyone.
Wow. Still processing the whole thing with Daemon. Yeah, I mean, it flashes to the future, way distant future. We were watching Game of Thrones take place, you know? It's interesting. And what is his part, though? He knows what he must do. I don't know what he must do. But Daemon knows. Daemon knows what he must do. I'm not sure what he must do. What must he do? Wish I knew. Intriguing. Very intriguing. It was good. Now, this is unfortunate. I feel like he's going to kill her. Which, then again, it wouldn't serve his best interest to do so, since she's a dragon rider.
But in a time like this, when the good of the realm depends on us,
You'll be dead. You were swallowed up in the god's eye, and you were never seen again.
I could have you killed.
It wouldn't change anything.
Dang. I don't know if I would have laid all my cards out on the table to him like that. But like she said, it wouldn't change anything. Still, though. Good for her, standing her ground. Wow. So she has visions of the future then. I mean, we've seen her kind of be in her own head about certain stuff and start playing with bugs. I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Strong, Your Grace. Well met. Welcome to Harrenhal, my queen. I did not think to see you here yourself.
Your message gave me much concern.
Yes.
Oh,
I admit I had reason to fear.
It was his message. Oh, okay. So it's not interesting. I mean, it is interesting, but what I'm saying is it's not that her help was trying to draw her out. It was this gentleman who was reporting the issue. But what he didn't report or didn't see, I mean, Daemon didn't say he was doing all that. Daemon just found it intriguing. So really, it's not necessarily Daemon that is causing the issue here. It's the person she trusted to go talk to Daemon.
Come see for yourself.
Dobru mi vežu me.
Elenusinuhu kepo idra.
Uiunda. Uina juragon kosto tuta worundan.
His face. Oh man, that's cool. That's cool. So he saw, he saw the future. Daemon knows what's up now. That's awesome. That's awesome. He was able to see all that. We still don't know what's going to happen in between now and Game of Thrones, but I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. I hope there's another season. There's only 34 minutes left of this episode. There has to be another season. Here we go! Wartime! War! I don't think we're even going to get to see a battle. It's 32 minutes left. What the heck? Surely we get to see at least one fight or the start of a fight. Oh, it's good. That's good. It's good. We're getting to see whose side people are on. This is good. Ready the ship. The Queen Who Never Was. This episode is called The Queen Who Ever Was.
Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor. I am an honorable man, and I will serve you because I must. But if it is all the same, I will decline any offers of help. If I survive this war, I'll continue as I began. Alone.
Well, there you have it. You really laid it on him. Hopefully it didn't fall on deaf ears. I don't know what he can do to make up for that. Not much. I mean, there's really not much he can do. But it's good he opened up. Let him know what he was thinking. Why he's been so distant. But, yeah. Interesting.
You have done what no one else would dream of, and you have been rewarded.
And you cheated on Daemon.
They put the means to victory in your hands.
I had to see you.
Who knows?
None save my protector. He laid down his sword at your gate.
Corruptible queen. Sullies herself with a lover.
Do not judge me for what you yourself have done. Your father died. I took comfort with another.
Yeah, totally different. I think. She at least waited for her husband to die. When cheating on her husband. He was dead. Well, was she sleeping with Cole before? I don't think she slept with him before her husband died. Either way, I mean, it's a totally different situation than what Rhaenyra's been doing. Totally different.
Crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood. You will enter as a conqueror. Already you have the stronger hand. Once you take the throne, this senseless war must end.
What of Aegon?
He's broken beyond recognition. He lies in the dark, in pain and terror. He has many faults, but he still heeds his mother. I believe I can prevail upon him to bend the knee if
No,
needed.
still. You defend him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she is his mother, so... You'd probably do the same for your own kids, Rhaenyra. I don't know. This is very interesting. Very interesting take on the last episode, you know? We're getting all riled up, ready to go to war. We got dragons. We got men. We got Daemon bending the knee, finally. And then here we are. Alicent shows up with Rhaenyra, kind of doing the same talk that Rhaenyra did with Alicent. I mean, it's a little bit different, obviously. I don't know. I don't think the war is going to end with no bloodshed. I mean, Alicent has no pull with her family anymore. That's already been well addressed and well shown. You know, she has no pull in what happens. She's not even on the council. So I don't know why she thinks she can make moves like this. It's just not going to happen. Even if Rhaenyra agrees to her terms, it's not going to end without bloodshed. It's just not.
A son for a son.
Okay. We can move forward now.
You're much changed.
Let us be done with this. Please.
And what do I do with you now?
You let me go to do what I promised. I am at last myself. No ambition greater than to walk where I please and to breathe the open air.
Okay. Wow. Good for her. Son for a son. She says that now. I don't think she's lying in the moment. Like, I don't think she's telling lies, but I also don't think she's going to follow through. And maybe it won't be her fault, you know? I don't know if she's that good at convincing those that are left to throw down their arms. I don't know. I don't know if she has that kind of power. I really don't. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Her eyes got really big. Is she gonna be the next dragon rider of that dragon? I don't think we're gonna get a resolution on any of this. We see people marching off to war. We see the boats getting ready to war. See a lot going on. Don't see the ending coming. We've got 15 minutes left in the episode, but presumably a lot of that's going to be behind the scenes, so we're not really going to get much outcome of anything. So they sure as hell better not cancel the show. I mean, I hate when shows do that. And Game of Thrones thankfully didn't do that. You know, it finished its course to some extent. You know, some would argue it could have finished sooner. Some would argue it could have gone on longer. But at least it had kind of an ending. You know, if they cancel season 3 of this, because clearly the lead up in this episode is there's going to be more. So I'll be very upset and disappointed. Oh, he did leave. Okay. All right. Didn't know Lord Lars was going to talk him into that. Wow, okay. Now, does his mother know he left? Or he was planning to leave? Does his wife go with them? So many questions, and we probably won't get the answer to them. Yep. Left on a cliffhanger. Wow. Wow. I don't like cliffhangers like this, especially when I can't just start the next episode. I don't know. I'll have to do some research. I'll let you know. Let me watch the behind the scenes first, though. Maybe they'll say in there.
One of our season highlights was bringing in Shirako Lohar, and it can be a rough show. It's grim, it's a war, a lot of people die. So having that moment of levity and just sort of off-kilterness was really important.
That I'm not sure about that. A season highlight, yet she was only appeared in one episode. That to me is not a season highlight. That is a end of the season. Let us throw something else into the mix. I mean, she was great. You know, she did a good job acting and everything, but I wouldn't... that's not a highlight, a season highlight. I mean, I guess you could have highlights just at the end, but to me, a highlight would be more like something that made the season. You know, maybe you could maybe argue she made the episode, but she wasn't in any other episodes. I don't know. That's just what I think about that.
I think it's desperation that reeks off him in that scene where Alicent and Helena are both like, bro, calm down. This is not how somebody who feels really sure about what they're doing behaves.
We shall see who the last man standing is.
So they're definitely planning a season 3, which is good.
It's bigger, it's badder.
Oh, it looks like they're already working on it. Should we watch this? Yeah, what the heck? Let's watch it.
So amazing.
The scale of season 2 has been above and beyond.
Oh, it's gonna get hot.
Oh, it's a documentary.
There's a lot of explosions.
I mean, the whole thing's total chaos. It's completely shocking.
It was incredible.
Welcome.
Wow. Wow, okay. So season 2 came out June 2024. It was released weekly. Let me see. House of Dragon season 3 release date. Oh no! It's expected to be released in 2026. Bummer. So they're still writing the scripts for it. Oh, the gap between season 1 and season 2 was about 2 years, which makes it a similar gap. Alright, I'll wrap up my thoughts. Alright, you've reached to the end of today's video and the end of the season. I really wish they would have done 10 episodes and there would have been more, you know, I kind of wanted an ending rather than cliffhangers. But yeah, really good episode, really good season. I have been enjoying the show. I was disappointed there at the end, figuring out that the planned release date is 2026. It just feels like a long ways away. Yeah, I mean, I said a lot during the episode, and so I don't have a ton to add here at the end. Just overall, though, great show, great episode. You know, this season as a whole and the show as a whole, I would say visually, it's spectacular. There are a couple storylines that I kind of, I don't know. Season 1, it moved so fast. Like it went from like years between episodes, or at least months to start with. Like it was like all of a sudden 6 months later, or 12 months later, or 2 years later, or 3 years later. So that was a little hard to keep up with. Once I got used to the direction it was going, I did okay. Again, you know, not to beat a dead horse, but the character swap took me a while to get adjusted to that. I am adjusted to it now. It's not something I think about all the time anymore, and it's not really something that bothers me. Initially, you know, I didn't like it. Rhaenyra kind of sleeping around with anybody and everybody, that kind of gets a little old. You know, you kind of understand first, you know, she's a young kid or whatever and is confused by her uncle. The whole relationship between her and Daemon is a little weird too. But, you know, it's Game of Thrones era, you know, so that kind of stuff happens. So, you know, it's not like it's her brother or something. But yeah, again, I'm not looking for reasons to hate the show, just kind of a brief overview of everything. I don't want to keep this too long. Overall, definitely worth a watch if you've never seen it. I don't know why you'd watch this if you hadn't seen it yet. I will be watching season 3, and I'd like to do reactions for you all as well. So as far as what we're looking at, I mean, there are a couple things. There's the behind the scenes stuff that they're posting on Max about House of Dragons. I see that there is some other deep dive stuff that we could maybe get into on YouTube. If we wanted to keep going, House of Dragons. So yeah, House of Dragons is a house that the dragons built, is what it's called. And it's kind of a behind the scenes thing. They've got episodes for every episode, actually. They're about 20 minutes a piece. You know, if you guys have any interest in that, you know, we could go a little bit more into the lore and the behind the scenes. Might be kind of cool. But again, you know, we don't have to. What's this? Gunpowder. There's a Game of Thrones star 3-part historical thriller that chronicles the gunpowder plot of 1605. That's interesting. With Jon Snow. We could do that. Looks like that came out in 2017. I don't know if it's any good or not. But yeah, I mean, we could do anything, really. My wife and I were thinking about maybe doing some reactions together as well. We haven't really set up for that yet, so it wouldn't necessarily start right away. But that's something that we were thinking about doing just because I thought it would be fun to react to stuff with my wife. I know UNN was not pleased about Rings of Power, so I understand if you wouldn't want to watch that. Like that's totally understandable. But that's another idea as well. You know, let me know what you guys think, what you want to watch. Main thing is 2026, tune back in and we'll be watching more House of Dragons. So, but let me know what you guys thought of the seasons and the show in of itself, what you think. I thought it was epic overall. I thought it was really well done. And let me know what you'd like to see as well on this YouTube channel, what you'd like to see in the future. And yeah, we'll just play it by ear. I still plan to post something every Thursday. I just don't know at this moment in time, at the time of filming this, what that will be. So I'm more than happy to hear your ideas and opinions and see what we can do together going forward. But if you enjoyed today's video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I'll see y'all in 2026 and hopefully before. But you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.